I always felt like I was the gear that didn't fit the gearbox. I don't consider that I've had a job in the conventional manner. I've done things that have inspired me and happened to make me a living. From energy comes energy, that's what I believe. If you create an energy point, you may create a series of chain reactions. That's how fabric of music weaves together in the consciousness. Punk rock represented a reaction to society, just like rock and roll did. You realised that that attitude spread into the whole ethos of punk rock music. If I go back to when I was like in my late teens and I went to art college, and in between doing my artworks there was an old Indian chief sitting on the workbench that I was restoring at the same time, and my art college lecturer said, maybe you should make that into one of your diploma pieces. Everyone needs their place to escape to, and this is my little inner sanctum, my paradise, where I service the bikes, where I kind of commune with them. I hide in here, and the rest of the world doesn't exist. I remember one day a friend of my dad's turned up on this peculiar looking motorcycle that didn't look like the bikes I was used to seeing as a child. It had this oily V-twin engine and these big buckhorn handlebars, and it had an Indian head on a tank. Sometimes it would almost sound like a ricochet. I was really inspired by this bike. It was called an Indian. I kind of got into it. And I got to be, the go-to man. Collaborated with some motor designers and fabricators, and then eventually it came to start to make new motorcycles. Motorcycles were rebelling against the format of four-wheel transport, and being on these gyroscopic two wheels never can feel the same in a four-wheel vehicle. The feeling you get when you're performing in a rock band, playing in a loud, kinetically driven environment, it's almost akin to riding a motorcycle because it drives you on, it takes you into a different realm. I remember in the 1970s riding my Indian, and someone stopped me in the street and said, "Is that a Harley Davidson made in India?" And I said to him, "One day you'll know."